Hello, Radiant Health and Wellness community. This is Dr. Beata, and today we're going to dive deep into the fourth missing component of radiant health, wellness, and vitality in the context of gut health. So if you haven't watched the first three missing components yet, go ahead and click the link below and you can sign up for the full series and get access to all the resources. And so let's go ahead and jump in. For this fourth component, we're going to talk about gut health. And really, it's comprised of two main areas. The first is our gut microbiome. So these are the trillions of microorganisms that are living in our gut. So this includes bacteria, viruses, parasites, yeasts, fungi, etc. And all of these create their own ecology. It's their own ecosystem. And there's a certain balance that needs to be there for optimal health. And there's no necessarily like wrong or bad bacteria. It's only unhelpful and unwise if they grow and they get out of proportion to that ecology. So for example, we all have a certain amount of candida yeast in us. And at the same time, candida is thought of being bad. It actually has some pretty helpful purposes, which I dive deep into with my clients and in the mastermind and gut health course that I have as well. However, a little bit of candida is okay because we all have that. However, when it gets overgrown, that is when things become an issue. So this is called a gut dysbiosis, when there's an imbalance in the proportions of these microorganisms. So that's the first aspect, our gut microbiome. But then we also have to look at our gut wall and the gut wall lining. So where we have the gut wall, that is where we get absorption of nutrients, minerals, vitamins. And what ends up happening is you may get a leaky gut. What that means is the spaces where that absorption happens may actually open up, and now all of a sudden you are absorbing into your bloodstream toxins, so many toxins in the environment nowadays. So you have toxins in you, but again, we have barriers to protect our bodies from them. But if you have leaky gut, those toxins are being absorbed, heavy metals, viruses, bacteria. If you are not digesting appropriately and your food particles are not being totally broken down, then those food particles are going to be able to pass through that barrier, through the leaky gut, and now get into your bloodstream, which is one of the root causes for food allergies, intolerances, and sensitivities. So what we want to do is we want to address both aspects when we're looking at gut health. And this is the reason why just taking a probiotic or just taking a supplement, or even a supplement that's supposed to rebuild your gut wall, is actually not the silver bullet. Unfortunately, there is no one silver bullet. And in a way, there's multiple factors to things. And even if there is one big factor, because that's often what happens, is there's a big factor that helps for one person, that's not going to be the same for you, and it's not going to be the same for the next person. So the way that we do this, the way that we improve our gut health and our overall radiant health, wellness, and vitality is by working through the process. And with a consultation that I do one-on-one, we get to focus based on your assessment and evaluation. We get to focus on what area is most important to focus on for you. And there's also a gut health course that I have available, which we go way in depth as far as more information on how that gut wall lining works, how the gut microbiome works, and you get the first steps of the gut health healing protocol to go ahead and get you started. You're going to get a good chunk of information that you can, it's practical, you can apply it right away and start using it right away. So if this is something that you have been looking into, if you've thought that you have leaky gut, or maybe your children have leaky gut, then this course is something that will be very beneficial to you. It's going to give you tangible action steps, tangible things to do, as well as address all of the other three missing components that we covered in the earlier part of the series. And again, give you tangible exercises and tips and tricks to work through that and begin your healing journey and your health journey, so that you can have the energy and joy and presence and calm and peace that I think all of us really want. And especially if you are a driven and ambitious individual, you give so much of yourself to others, whether it be to your family, to your work, to your career. And at the end of the day, sometimes we don't have enough for ourselves. So this is a beautiful first step to go ahead and give yourself that gift. Choose yourself. Recognize that if you are not full, if your cup is not filled, then you will not be able to help support the others in your life or the other work responsibilities, career responsibilities that you have as optimally as you can. When we take care of ourselves first, when our cup is full, then we can freely and abundantly give to others and be able to make a bigger impact, love better, be more joyful, experience more presence, and again, just happiness, which I think is one of the things that all of us are looking for. So if this is of interest to you, the links are going to be below for the gut health course, as well as a consultation if you are ready to get one-on-one individualized care. There is also a mastermind that I have. So the way to get into the mastermind is to have a one-on-one consultation first. On that consultation, we will go through that assessment and evaluation, and we'll create a plan for you so you'll leave having a written plan, having absolute clarity on your next steps, and we'll also see if we're a good fit to work together. Based on that, then we will be able to discuss various options of support and how much support you need and various ways that we can provide that for you. So I encourage you to look at those options, and as always, I wish you and your little ones all the best, and I will see you soon.